Hello my dear friends, you're on the Military Summary channel, and today we will discuss the situation in Ukraine on the 1st of April. By the way, I don't know if you're celebrating such holiday, but in Ukraine, Belarus and Russia, today is the April's Fool Day. It's the day when you can't believe anyone because everybody wants to fool you. And on this April Fool Day, Ukrainian, they did a very interesting thing. Very nice operation, I would say. And we will discuss this situation in a very, very detailed manner. But before that, we'll start from another operation they did a few days ago. And I also try to explain you about the meaning of this operation. A few days ago, Ukrainian forces, they sent 5 helicopters to the Mariupol. It was a rescue operation. They wanted to rescue, let's call it, some guys from this town. And we can say that this operation, regarding that fact that Mariupol is totally blocked, was successful. They sent 5 helicopters, and 3 of them came back with some, people on the board. But let's discuss in more details. Ukrainian forces, Ukrainian side, they're saying that they were saving some officers. Russia says that they were not just officers. And I think that Russians want to say that there were no officers, or if they were there on the helicopters, it was very important guys from the head center. Imagine yourself. I don't know about the Ukrainian forces traditions, but I can't believe that, for example, United States officer or United Kingdom officer or Russian officer left their guys on the battlefield. I think that in these 3 armies it's impossible. The officers of those armies will fight with their army till the end. But the Ukrainian side, they're saying that their officers left the battlefield. And you know why? I don't believe this. The Russians said that there were no officers there. There were no officers from Azov battalion. And this rescue operation was about to save the foreign mentors and foreign very important mercenaries. And we can say that this operation was successful. And I will repeat myself. I don't want to believe in the fact that Ukrainian officers, they left their soldiers on the battlefield, where there is only one way, one destiny for all of them. And you know what I'm talking about. Now let's take a look at Mariupol from the source card, Russian forces source card map. The ring in the Mariupol became less and less. You see, Russians, they're attacking now the top part of Mariupol border, the Azovstal factory, and by the way, this is the territory where Ukrainian forces started the evacuation operation. Of course, we can say that this operation was successful. I repeat myself because they did save at least 30 soldiers, 30 officers, or 30 mercenaries, or 30 mentors, doesn't matter. They saved some lives. And today they did another very important operation in this Ukraine campaign. We'll go to the north. Now we are in a town named Belgorod. You see a lot of icons here. Ukrainians, they attacked this town with 2 helicopters. They were flying on the very low level, right above the earth, above the land. And they attacked, as far as they know, they attacked the oil deposits. And they destroyed them. And I can say that this mission is very important. And it's not just, and the importance of this mission is not just to show a very nice picture in the press and I don't know what else, or to show their soldiers that they also can do something. This was a very nice and planned strategic operation. I'll tell you why. A few days ago, a few weeks ago, Ukrainians during last week they were attacking this town using their operational tactic rockets .U, or in English point U. They're attacking this town from a different side. Before I thought, like last week, I thought that it's just the scream of their soul, scream of their heart, that they want to fight, they want to attack back. I thought like that. But now I understood that they were checking. They were trying to understand what is the defense of this town. They were planning this operation because, as far as you know, Russians, they tried to cut off these rockets, but some of them, they got the target. And Ukrainians, after those attacks of .U rockets, they clearly know about the all anti-air defense here. And so that's why they prepare a very nice road for their helicopters, very nice way, and they know where is the Russians anti-air forces, and they fly on the very low level above the land and attack the oil store. But why did they do this? And to explain that, we will come back to the north of Ukraine, to the Kiev and Chernihiv region. You see a lot of signs, flags. These flags are saying that Ukrainians return all these towns around Kiev. And as I told you yesterday, there is a difference between taking Mariupol and taking all these towns. In Mariupol, there are heavy clashes. And here we can see, like Russians, they're retreating and they're regrouping and they're moving from this territory. So Ukrainians, they'll follow after them and they're coming into empty towns and they call it, they free this town. It's okay, of course they're free because there is no Russians there anymore. So Russians are regrouping. And let's take a look what is their roads, what is the destination, what is the roads they're using for regrouping and retreating. All these roads are going, or this road on the north of this territory, it comes to Russian Federation, or this road. This road leads in the Sumy region. It's like on the bottom of the Sumy. They're passing by Sumy, and they're also in the Russian Federation. Of course, Russians, they're not going, and you need to understand that their destination, some people, some sources say that Russians, they're retreating, they're running away. You believe me, you can believe whatever you like. But Russians, their main target is Donbas border. And of course, they cannot go using this road because this road leads right to the Kharkiv. So they need to make a small round, small like ring around on the territory of Russian Federation. And imagine yourself like a big army. It's a very big army. I think around 50,000 soldiers with vehicles, with armored vehicles, with everything, with tanks. They're going from this territory to the Donbas border. And you ask me, what do they need to be successful in this very interesting trip? I tell you, the most important for them is fuel. And as far as you can see, their road, their destination is coming through Belgorod, the town where Ukrainians blow their oil deposit there. So it was a very clever step from Ukrainian side, and I think that they really won a few days. They didn't stop Russians at all, because we know that Russia has a lot of fuel. But they ruined some small plans of Russians. They stopped them for a few days, or at least they made some part of this army to stand there until the Russians will get more supply and support, and less army move forward further to the Donbas border. And this is very interesting. Now we are moving to the Izum. Guys, that happened. I was waiting this situation, this picture, about 2 weeks, because already 2 weeks ago Russians told that they have already taken this town Izum. And only today Ukrainians, they agreed with that. I'm not sure. I can't say that Izum was taken now. I can't say that Izum was taken 2 weeks ago. If it was taken 2 weeks ago, this town would be colored already in red color. But today, Ukrainians they agree that this town was taken, and this situation is proved by two maps. We can see the same picture here. We can see that Izum here is also colored, because before the same map showed the same situation, that the south part of Izum, this part, was still on the Ukrainians. And Russians, they managed to take, as I told you before, rock Crimeans. I told you that it's a very, very cool artillery, and not artillery, but eye position, where of course Russians have already established their eyes. And believe me, it's a very big rock, not very big, okay, 218 meters, but now they're able to see everything here. Everything. They see the movements of Ukrainian forces, they see where are they see everything, and they can coordinate their artillery and so on. But what is the most important in this situation? Okay, we understand Russian took Izum. Now they have very, very easy way to drop forces on the top of the Donbas border. This is the Donbas border. So now I want to ask you, and I want you to share with me with your opinion. Imagine yourself, what kind of value this town should have for Russians. What is the value of this town for Russians? If they dropped everything on the north, they have blockaded Kiev and they dropped Kiev. They concentrate here around 50,000 soldiers and vehicles, and they drop everything just for that town. And this town is Izum. Imagineers, I can't believe, I can't calculate the real value of this town. It's impossible. For me, it's impossible. How can, I can't even imagine, how can the whole army, there were a lot of clashes, a lot of blood was spilled there, but everything was dropped in one day as soon as we got an information that town named Izum has been fallen. Imagine, you understand, the attack to the Belgrade oil deposit, the falling of the south of Izum, and regrouping of Russian forces. All these three things are very connected. I would say that it is the segments of one picture. The picture, and its picture name is the breakthrough of Ukrainian defense on the top of Donbas border. And now Russians, with all their forces, with all their power, with everything they have, they're just running here, running to cross as fast as possible this big, very unpleasant river Seversky Donets. And now Russians are here, and I could say that there are a lot of them here. And it'll be a very powerful Russian fist here. As far as I know, Ukrainians, they start to build in a very hurry mode, with very hurry. They start to build another front line here. This one, in this territory. Because they understood that they need this front line very much. As we discussed in a few previous videos, Russia will try to attack down Pokrovsk. So their destination will be Barvinkovaya, and from Barvinkovaya to the Pokrovsk. The same destination we have from the Gorlovka direction, New York, Bakhmutova, and the same from the south. So it will be like one boiler they're planning to create and another one boiler. So Ukrainians, they need here a very tough front line. For what purposes? Because Russian will go to the south from this territory with a very big army. They will be able to attack in the flanks. But their defense line here is not prepared. So everything is doing now in a very hurry. And believe me, soon we will see a very big, grand battle here. So it was a very interesting day. It was very interesting April Fool's Day. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe my channel and enjoy your weekend. Bye bye, guys.